Hi, Taurus. This is your reading for the week of March 31st. Excuse me. And as I was getting ready to do this, I was hearing the song from the old Snow Whites, hi ho, it's off to work we go, da, 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 da. And of course, the whole image of that is, are these dwarves going off to do whatever it is they're doing? I think it's mining, actually. And they're singing a happy song, except perhaps for Grumpy. But what's important about this is it's that sense of enjoyment, working, and pleasure of accomplishment, I will say. It's like, okay, we're going to go to work, but it's more than just going to work. We're going to enjoy ourselves in this activity. And I feel like that is what you're being told here. In fact, I feel almost as though you're being congratulated here, Taurus, on the fact that you are understanding that you have support from spirit, that you do have blessings coming in the form of angels everywhere, that you really understand that there is a power that may know better than you do. And it's not out of arrogance that you often think you know better. It's simply that you have a very logical mind. And as you make your plans and set your goals, sometimes you have in the past forgotten to open up to intuition, and thinking outside of the box a little bit. But what I'm seeing here now is you have actually moved more into the understanding of where your power comes from. And that is from the deeper part of yourself. And I'm going to dare to say, in this case, I feel strongly a sense of heart-mind coherence, where it feels as though you're starting to get a really good balance of your logical mind, which is beautifully logical, and your intuition, where they're really working together. And more than that, that you're aware of them working together. Now, what I'm getting here also is that some of you have felt quite stuck in some ways in the past, like you had to kind of work through and literally I feel like you've had to break down a wall. And part of the reason you had to break down that wall was because you built a wall very strongly. You built some barriers within yourself, within the way you chose to deal with things, with certain belief systems, attitudes. A lot of them were coming from an unconscious fear that you had, a need for safety. And so as you tried to make changes, you weren't always aware of where they were coming from, where these restrictions were coming from, but you have broken through. That wall is gone now. So even for those of you who have not really moved into this place of joyful moving forward, there is for many of you just that understanding that that sense of hopelessness is gone because you know you've gotten through something. The Angels Everywhere card, the Power card, and the Humility card, which talks about the awareness of a greater wisdom than your logical mind, say to me that for many of you, you're already in this place of having moved there and are now operating this way. But you're also asked to remember to experiment, because you can get, Taurus, stuck in the routines, the grooves, like create grooves for how you work and how you think. And usually they're very successful. They fulfill the need of that particular thing. But sometimes they're so comfortable that you forget to look beyond them. And that's what I feel now. Yes, you're being asked to, okay, look at your life and say, all right, now that this wall is broken down and I understand where some of my restrictive thoughts have been, how can I navigate this? It's no longer a barrier, it's a boundary. So what's my boundary? What do I want my boundaries to be in the world in terms of how I show up, how I feel, what I do, and what would I like my day to look like? And maybe it's completely different than what you were doing. It might be completely different. Okay? You have got many, many possibilities coming up for you, my dear Taurus. And you are now, I feel, in a space where you're actually going to be able to see it and let it in and take advantage of it in the best possible way. So I'm going to leave you with that. I like the Angels Everywhere card, and that I keep being drawn over to that card. So Today, imagine that everyone you meet is an angel sent to you by some benevolent force for your own best good. Remember, everyone's an angel no matter what they look like or act like, say, do, or don't do. Notice how that affects how you behave in the world. Okay? So I'm going to leave you with that. And yeah, have a great week. Bye.